What's good? What's good? What's good? As you can see, we're in a new location. We want to shout out our partners. A brand new hotel in town. Trust me, nobody knows about it, just us.
Yeah, man. It's called
We're about to
Pullman.
plug you.
Pullman, Nairobi. If you know the Pullman group of hotels and Accor, then you know that this is about to be the real McCoy in terms of hotels.
Make sure you go check it out, man. Kenya Road, Upper Hill. That's where it's at.
And the deco, everything. If you're a young business person who loves to travel, then you definitely love this hotel, Pullman. We'll be telling you more about it. But right now, I mean, enough of the plug. Let's get right into it. Here, guys are absolutely loving the content. Let's just read some of the comments. This show is current Kenya's stress reliever. There's never a dull moment with Boxpod TV. Thank you so much. One, that was Kopak.
Mim says we need to fight for Kerry. He doesn't get time to respond to anything. You too, we love, but acknowledge our Kerry. It's teamwork.
Wow. Was this about the gentleman comment, guys?
Hold on.
Oh, what? Oh, you're giving me time. Okay, I'm going to read all the comments now.
Okay, go ahead.
Joyce, on the behalf of the Luya community, Aki, we are sorry. Way, you want to shout out to a Luya dem. Alafu Kombox looks like Priyanka Chopra. That's a lie.
I keep telling you guys.
That's a
I keep telling you guys. You know, let me tell you. You guys hate me. That's the problem.
Bro, me I ain't said shit.
Joyce, everybody you've dated is Luya.
No, not everyone I've dated is Luya. I don't even know where that comment is coming from.
Okay.
How much because I've mentioned them a lot. I will
Since
stop.
I'm the only
Can
one
you
dating
reduce your
Mentioning
word
them.
count?
Oh my God.
Of Luyas. Okay, sorry, that's one.
I see what she's doing. Shout outs to Gloria. Gloria says, "Now, by the way, I wanted Kwambox to be the MC at my wedding. Kinda heartbroken. Did you turn down someone?"
Gloria, I don't know where you got that dream from. I hate weddings.
Yeah. I also don't like MCing at weddings.
Like, I can't
Why?
say weddings
Yeah.
because I don't want to deal with the in-laws. I don't want
But
to
they're
deal
not your in-laws.
Listen, when you're MCing on a stage, one of the biggest challenges is like the client coming to you like,
Yeah.
and you've been doing 3 briefs before that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't allow that whispering into my ear when the
okay.
show has started,
Ah,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
But weddings, how am I about to tell the mother of the bride that you sit down? So what I do, najitoanga your story.
I have a friend,
Smart.
we both know this guy. He MC'd at a friend's wedding and they never paid him. Yeah, you know, like let's say I'm getting married and then I say Ati, come MC at my wedding. You know, you'll kuja, you won't even ask for depo and anything because you know it's Kerry, right?
Yeah.
Apana, there's nothing like
But
that.
had they discussed payment?
Yeah, they had discussed payment. He was supposed to be paid. And then now, you know how he was never paid. The fact that it's your friend and then the friend is like, maze ata suppliers on my neck. Sijamaliza kulipa mahali.
Blanda.
Sijui nini. And then, you know, you become that understanding friend and you're like, sawa, you deal with that and we'll be okay. You know, they got married, went for the honeymoon and he forgot about it. He just let it go after that. He's not MCing weddings completely.
But Gloria, I don't want you to feel bad about this. You know, anything can happen. Like, just get engaged to Dangote. Look, even Rihanna doesn't like weddings, but if you call her for the money,
Yeah,
If you ain't about the money.
Yeah.
She was in India, right?
Thank you so much to everybody that sent us comments. I want us to get right into it because this is a mini episode.
Yeah.
Atuna time. In
Yeah.
fact, the videographer is just doing fast like this. So let's get right into it. One of the first stories I saw this babe. Hey, do I start there? Where do I start? No, let's start with the first story. Bahati's got a show on Netflix.
So I
Yeah.
had.
So clap first.
Now, me, I'm not happy for the cloud chasing.
What?
Yeah,
Why?
man.
What do you mean?
You know, it felt like they didn't have a creative way to announce that they'll be on Netflix. So
Funny how they do it.
It's the usual, man, unfollowed each other.
You didn't see
you
didn't see?
This is me you're talking to.
Oh my God, you tire me.
This is me you're talking
So
to.
Bahati posted a photo of Diana with Wanyama, her ex, right? And then he later posted a photo of his ex, and then say, "I wish I knew."
Yeah, captioned, I wish I knew. Heartbreak emoji.
Bro, the whole nation was talking about it, except you, of course.
Except me,
Because you're
clearly.
Ugandan.
I am not.
Unfollowed each other. Everybody was like, oh, they're broken up and
Not their
whatnot.
target audience.
And then everybody who was at that gig, most of the people were now posting and supporting and saying, oh, somebody said, Ati, I saw them at the gym. Bahati should have known. You know, I saw KRG posting saying ati ukiona buga sijui anaongea kuhusu hii, don't think ati I'm talking out of my ass. And kumbe all this was just part of clout, man. Like, find a creative way to announce that you have a Netflix show.
So I don't believe a thing those two do. I believe nothing.
But they have a show on Netflix. You guys are missing the point. They're the first Kenyan family.
Yeah, that's
not,
dope.
No, that's great. Yeah, that's
That
great.
is
That's
dope.
not
that's
the
great.
reason why I'm bringing up this conversation. The reason I'm bringing up this conversation is the red carpet.
What
Now,
happened
guys,
at
let
the
me
red
tell you
carpet?
something, yeah? I'm not a hater.
Yeah.
Unless
Unless it's warranted.
it's warranted. Right? I mean, look, I love Kenyans and I
Yeah.
love Kenyan celebrities,
Yeah.
right? But bruh, your red carpet music, what was Steve Simple Boy wearing?
Yeah, man.
Guys didn't step up. Me from the few pictures I've seen there, I guess they were posting the best dressed. I didn't see the ones who didn't put an
as in,
effort.
I'm not even hating, but like, you know how you see like, okay, Netflix is taking influencers from all across the continent
Yeah.
to Bridgerton,
Yeah.
and you're seeing the Bridgerton red carpet.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. When we're doing a Big Brother Nigeria, or there's an event, AMVCA is in Nigeria, red carpet. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but guys, we are stepping up to Netflix.
Yeah, but
Wasn't
we have
there-
a few who
Name them.
Foina. I saw Foina's outfit.
I didn't see her out.
Bro, her outfit was fire.
I saw Molly Rachel's outfit and I
Hey,
say she was
it
my
was-
best dress.
Oh, okay,
And
yeah,
Steve
yeah.
Simple Boy was
Yeah,
my worst
Molly
dressed.
Rachel. Who else? Jackie VK is like a fashionista extraordinaire. So those are the few that I saw and I was like, oh wow, I guess guys really are putting in effort. It's not
Listen.
everyone, but we have the few who are representing.
I
So-
saw.
If we're doing a beauty pageant, if we're doing a red carpet pageant, right? And we were doing with other parts of the world, right? And you had to pick who you think is standing out. Do you think Kenya would be on that list?
Definitely
It depends
not.
on who
And that's
from
the
Kenya
challenge.
you
I'm
send.
not saying that they trust me, we've stepped
Yeah, we've stepped up, yeah.
right?
We've
But I
stepped
feel
up.
like designers are still letting people down. And you remember what you ordered versus oh
Yeah.
my god. how
It
did I
depends on
forget?
it depends on who from
Hey,
Kenya.
I
you-
remembered your story.
Thank you.
Hey.
It depends on who from Kenya you send to that red carpet, man. If you send the right people, that
Yeah.
Kenya will go and represent. But
That's true. We do
if
have-
it's the people who were there, because I saw somebody wearing suit pants and sagging them and a belt on
Oh,
top.
and the leather jackets.
Yeah, and
He
with
actually
a
performed.
Oh my
Shut
God.
He
your
performed
mouth.
on that night, yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I swear.
Do better.
I love it. I love it. I love this for the Bahatis. They're always pushing the envelope, but I just hate that the whole continent is watching us and going like, "Is this a wedding?
Is this a
this a
Rorashio?
Rorashio?
You know, not even like a...
Should we talk about designers? Should I name and shame here?
Please,
me
hey,
tell you.
you've had experience.
Let me tell
Guy.
you. Kenyans, fellow Kenyans, right?
Fellow
This is
Kenyans.
fashion designer.
And I feel like
Yeah.
it's important I say this. Let me just get it off my chest. Yeah. You know, there's something that foreigners say about Kenyans. Right? Skill.
Yeah.
Right? You'll give somebody a job, right? Out of trust. And,
Yeah.
and I know even people who've set up big companies
Yeah.
give interior design to somebody and then the person fumbles the ball.
Yeah.
So bad
Yeah.
that you start thinking that the craftsmanship of Kenyans
Is the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see how, like, for example, Chinese people, meticulous,
Yeah.
right? If something is coming from South Korea, meticulous,
Yeah.
right? If something is coming from Kenya, it is good. And there was a time we even used to never like made in Kenya. Why? You'll
Yeah.
be told it's expensive. There's so
Yeah,
much
yeah.
negative stereotype around it. The reason I'm saying this is because if you're in the skill job market, these conmen, watatuaribia.
Yeah,
Because me,
wanakuharibia.
I can tell you for sure, designers, how many times have I written on my page,
Bruh.
share with me a tailor, a
Yeah,
designer?
yeah.
They all just come out the same.
Wow.
Somebody puts for you nice pictures over there.
but
client who has
delivery.
no standards, crotch ndio imekatwa hivi. You know how they cut out your pants? And then the crotch is sitting like, she thinks camel
It's like,
toe
are
is
you
like,
wearing like a
she's just
diaper?
like, oh, I'm gonna make sure your best assets are being seen. And I have a camel. Because I don't even want both of them, right? Like,
No one has two comments.
because the way she shone at this thing.
Yeah, it's like
you know what
maybe
I mean?
there's two or something. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
An idiot.
Guys, I'm going to do for you a fashion show. I kid you not.
Aki,
If you've
please.
ever sold me outfits,
Yeah.
and you
Name
played my
and
ass,
shame, bro.
I kid you not. I don't care. You spent $1 million bob setting up your business.
Yeah.
People are gonna know.
I swear.
Because it really, really hurts. You're prepping for. I don't even want to get into this in the jam.
Yeah,
Anyway, so basically, you're
Jajam
going to
excess.
fake. Zimeja. Yeah. So I have the conman shop in my
Oh my
house.
God.
Wow.
Right. One thing I saw is people have been doing cute things, man, when you're a brand new relationship, especially during that honeymoon phase. Did you see Trio Mio and the girlfriend? Trio,
No, bro. Why am
Yeah.
I following Trio?
No, I'm Trio, catch your friends. So Trio's girlfriend was laying his edges, man, like live on the gram. And I saw the video. Please just run the tape. Tell me if it looks like Ajib. Yeah, it's just me.
Ini
Guys,
Ajab.
stop
Yeah.
it.
Ini Ajab.
Yeah.
So Emil's other name is Ajab.
And I'm so sure,
Really?
Because
yes,
it's Ajib. His brother.
Shut up.
I'm
I
so
thought it was his
sure
actual name.
there's really adorable, cute things that people do, especially during that honeymoon phase. One thing
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah.
that, you know me, man, I'm a lover boy. That's the next thing I want to do in the next relationship I get in.
God.
Lay your edges.
What?
No. So there's a brand new bra bracelet that guys get. So your babe's bra strap, she turns it into a bracelet and like you lay it on, you tie it around your wrist. So mkiniona mfikiria ni hairband.
Because why?
Nice.
Hiyo sasa ndio sign yenye uko cuffed.
But make sure, as you do this, make sure it's a clean bra. Unajua my ladies, mnajijua. Have a bra for 3 weeks. Come. Don't
Favorite
challenge.
bra. We all have a favorite
Brand
bra.
new ya white,
Yeah,
iko
yeah, yeah.
lakini
Ni brown.
mauve. Ni mauve. Sis, hiyo bra utaosha.
At least wash it first.
Yeah.
Would you actually do that?
Yeah, I would.
I mean, that's a bit too cheesy for my taste. I don't mind cheesy or corny, but like that's a bit much.
Yeah, if it's dirty, maybe it'll be cheesy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Wacha nikwambie.
Stains and
What?
yeah. See if it's
Carrie,
maziwa
stop. Carrie, please.
inakuwa cheese.
Anyway,
Bro.
in other news,
What? You're supposed to be stopped on arrival.
so in other news, have you guys seen Huda is starting a church?
Yeah. But I think that's
For real.
I think it's just clout, but
Bahati.
that's what we're calling it now.
She's
Clout
starting
is
a
the
church.
Yeah, she said she's going to permanently move back to Kenya to start Huda Ministries and Church of Prosperity or something like that.
I'd
Yeah.
go to that church.
yeah.
For what?
Just
To
to
see
get
Huda.
to see Huda.
Yeah, preaching.
Who
But
that?
Yeah.
But me, I'd sign up to be the choir master.
Why?
Because just imagine you're like, who that? JC. Who that?
Ajijiwa.
Saja. Who that? That's the
Ajijiwa.
preacher. Who that? Yeah.
Ajijiwa.
Make it clap for Jesus. Make it clap. Yeah.
No
Someone please
hands.
put a bit on this.
That's
It's a
going to-
banger. It's a
it's going-
banger.
yeah.
It's a banger.
So I think yeah, but wacha tu niwaambie tu kweli yeah. After Pastor Kanyari sinaanza kuwauliza Christians.
Me, first of all, Pastor Kanyari is a comedian, okay? That man is not a pastor because every time I see anything from that man's page, I am dying.
But guys, is this
Of
what
laughter.
This is what we're talking about there will be false prophets.
no, he's a comedian. That's
Because
not a prophet.
Me, I've been reaching that place where I'm just like, okay, if this is not the false prophet,
Who
what's
is?
ahead? What's ahead? Because there was a time when I was growing up, I couldn't even imagine someone playing around with the name Jesus.
Man.
Right? They would think like you couldn't mention my name in vain. And then you watch a movie and someone is like, my effing God.
Jesus. I
And then
couldn't even swear in the house.
Bro,
My mom was like, who's swearing in the house?
This was Unguza saying my effing God. And they taught us this thing. Tunafaa kujiuliza maswali.
Anyway, so Kerry, we expect you to be a permanent member of Huda's church.
Hells
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
Hells.
Show
For
up at
all
the
the
church.
wrong reasons.
Yeah.
No,
you,
no.
You know what? Instead of saying amen, they'll be hells yeah. Because they're going to hell.
Hells yeah.
Sasa,
It
China.
might be a legit church though.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
for sure.
highly doubt
I don't
it.
doubt her. I love Huda. Anything she puts her hands on. I don't know where she puts her hands. Anyway, China has banned excessive showing off on social media.
What do
There's
you
a
mean?
social media star who has actually been banned. No more showing us your jet setting.
Lavish life.
I'm in
Stop.
Monaco. Walai.
Why?
It's a true story. It's a true story.
Because why?
Because this stuff in to affect maze. Ala.
And
Si
they have their
utakuja hapa
own
kutuonyesha
kind of-
maisha
That is
yako.
your
They have their
China
own
for
kind of
fake.
social
I
media.
have a friend who's in Monaco for this thing where people are showing sijui
Grand
big
Prix.
super yachts, big super, not Grand Prix, Grand Prix is for the
Hiyo-
broke
hiyo tu
people.
ndio najua mimi.
If you went to Monaco, now ulitumia first class, you're poor. Right? Because people use private jets,
Yeah.
yachts, and supercars, right? So anyway, she's not poor. Hey, Udem, I'm enjoy life. Wallahi, I was
So
just like,
inakuwa affect
gava
aje?
inafa kuban easy stories za Udem, right? Keep it to yourself. Like, if you're having a good time, I mean,
Why?
at this rate, people will start to show us, oh my God, look, I'm having such, you know, why? Like, enjoy that stuff for yourself in silence. If we cannot share in it,
Don't show us.
thank you.
But like, what if, they're flossing what God has blessed them
That's
with?
what I'm saying. This is not of God.
Oh, it's not of God. You're
Where
sure?
did God
you
say
can
that?
confirm.
Show.
You can confirm it's not
God
of
doesn't
God.
even want you to look at someone else's wife and you're thinking,
And you want us to look at your things.
Did God say husband? He said don't look at someone else's wife, right?
Yeah, don't covet thy neighbor's
Covid.
wife.
Yeah.
Wife, not husband.
Yeah. So
Just saying.
husbands,
Just saying.
good to go.
Just saying. Anywho, so that's happening in China. Do you think something like that should be brought in Kenya?
I mean,
Considering how much mental health cases there are, we don't have enough facilities.
That's
and
true.
it doesn't look like they're going to add the facilities, right?
and they don't even give the correct diagnosis anyway. They just tell you, "Wacha kuvuta bangi." And I'm like, I don't even use that.
Joyce.
You know? No, I'm
Where-
just saying
where
there's
did
been
you
a lot of
go?
cases. No, I'm just saying there's been a lot of cases of people being misdiagnosed and being told, oh, ukiwacha bangi ama if you ni kujifanya. There's even a guy who did a whole post about like a very prominent mental health center that didn't diagnose him properly. They just told him, I think, oh, it's the alcohol affecting you. Go home, take antidepressants and then come back. I'm like, how is that? Surely.
But before you jump the gun, nasikia ushaanza kumention hapo kujifanya. We're going to talk about this later. Kujifanya ni later.
Yeah.
The fakeness that needs to be banned in Kenya is fake relationships. People just showing off fake relationships.
Yeah, that for sure.
Yeah, we don't want to see that.
Maybe you start thinking like maybe there's something wrong with you.
Exactly.
How come your relationship is not fun?
Imagine.
How come you guys are not at
You don't give each other bra straps.
How much you don't have matching Christmas outfits, right? Kind of vitu zenu kwa
You
nyumba
guys
yenu.
look like you have matching Christmas
Kumbe
outfits.
hivyo
Leave us alone.
walitoka kupigana. Walitoka kupigana nyumbani right
You know
before
what I
that
mean?
nini.
Like even Bien was telling us how,
Yeah.
so you know how him and Chiki,
Yeah,
they work together,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So sometimes they'll even be beefing,
Imagine,
right?
but they
then
have
they're
work to do, man.
Smile for the camera.
Imagine.
That's actually like, tukifika home wala nakupatia stress paka nywele yako ya side itaanza kumea.
But that's the down part of working with your partner because you have to be professional even when you're mad at each other. Some talalanja,
Yeah.
na beef. Go get that money.
Mimi tutalalanja. Honestly, we can't be.
Mi hatuwezi lalanja, imagine. Hatuwezi lalanja.
Hata show hatutafanya.
Me, I've ever found out an ex of mine was cheating on me while we were on set together and we had work to do.
Oh yeah, you
so,
actually work together.
Hallelujah watakumaliza sis.
Shut up.
Hallelujah watakumaliza.
Imagine we had to finish the day.
You don't even throw in a sub, yani.
Of course you'll throw one, but like
Shit.
and then you move on.
Girl, you're better than me. Mimi,
Yeah.
hiyo
I mean,
episode
it's
ingekuwa.
sub
Ladies
unai-
and gentlemen, welcome to Boxpod.
Welcome to
And right
WWE
now, we are
wrestling.
about to get into it.
Yeah, we had to finish the day and then argue
Shit,
after.
man. Anyway, now another story, right? And this one, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, right? Imagine never hearing I love you. I saw this video on the internet and I was just like, God damn, run the tape.
You guys are right. I am ugly. I finally come to realize that. The only person in the world that said that I was beautiful was my mother. I'll never forget it. I was young. And she said, I know y'all think my daughter's ugly, but my daughter is beautiful. I get inboxes from black men says I'm ugly for a black woman. I was with a woman for 14 years. Told her every day she was beautiful. She never said once I was beautiful. Not even my dad. My dad said I look nice.
Imagine.
Kind.
She's never even had her mom say, I love you.
Oh, yeah.
But I know a lot of Kenyans who've never had their parents say, I love you.
But we've heard it from
yeah,
other
that's
people
true.
though.
Yeah.
Not everyone.
She
Wow.
just hasn't found her person. I feel like no matter how you look, there's someone out there who kind of finds you
Her babe
attractive.
looks like she's in her facing 40 and
there's
you're
a
telling me she's never
term-
met her person.
There's a term called pretty ugly that's for real. That's actually there.
Meaning?
That, most people find you ugly, but a few people kind of find your ugliness attractive.
Yo, like Flavor Flav. Do you know how many babes
Yeah.
that I get? Flavor Flav gets
It's not
babes,
because
yo.
of money.
Bro, Steve Simple
not 'cause
Boy.
of money.
How many babes has Steve Simple Boy
You're
had?
sick loud.
No.
There has to be a reason.
He's had pretty babes like Vichy.
And this guy, what's his name? Seal. You know Seal, yeah?
I know still. Yeah. He was married to a supermodel.
Yeah, supermodel.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
What are you
what's her
talking
name?
about?
This babe, Heidi
If you
Klum.
ask a skinny Norwegian babe,
Yeah.
if
Seal is gorgeous.
Seal seals the deal.
Exactly. So now let me bring it closer to home.
Yeah.
How many jungus you see in Kenya who come through and they would not want to date a babe who looks like Joyce?
Yeah.
They don't want to date a babe who looks like you.
She's too.
Yeah.
You're too basic.
Yeah.
You're too
Kabisa.
basic. Yeah.
They'd
Shut
want
up.
to go to Shags and find that babe who's as in she doesn't even
Ongelesha
know.
Baba Jimmy ukiangalia kamera.
Aki, kama Baba Jimmy. Like ajui hata udem ajui nini Nairobi inakaaje.
Lakini unajua hata what does she need Nairobi for? Unajua
Yeah.
anaenda America.
Yeah, unaenda America.
Wako na passport.
Unampeleka
Hey,
America.
my friend. Anyway, yeah. So Nairobi is not
So once you find your person, like your person will find you attractive. So
Yeah.
I think udem ajapata bado.
It's true.
No, I think
there's somebody for everybody.
it's easier said than done, but you need to change her perspective on herself.
Thank you.
Because no one is ever going to make you feel beautiful if you don't see it yourself.
Yeah.
Or no one is ever going to love you if you don't
But
feel
Joyce,
it
you're
yourself.
coming from a place where people been telling you. Like when you're a kid, they're like, oh, your baby's cute. She's never experienced any of that, right? So I feel like you'll have to cheat yourself. You'll
she'll have to work harder at it,
to
obviously.
tell people what to say about
exactly.
you. I would say, tell people what you want them to say about
Exactly,
you, right?
yeah.
So if you want someone to tell you, call it captain of good vibes,
Yeah.
start referencing yourself as that. Otherwise,
Exactly.
they will ignore. They'll think that you don't need those compliments, and
Yeah.
if you need them, make them happen.
Yeah, and
How
age shouldn't deter you. People
Yeah.
start their life journeys. There's someone I saw the other day who found the love of her life at 56. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Most people be like, you're old, you have grown up children, give up. She didn't give up.
Hey,
There's
like,
something
She got
you've
married at
mentioned.
56, you know?
There's
So
something
I'm
you've
just
mentioned,
saying,
yeah.
it's not too late
There's something
for
you've
her to
mentioned when you
start.
see even if it's a baby, someone says that you have you're pretty or you have a cute baby. Have you ever honestly seen a baby that's ugly?
Yes.
Like for real, there are ugly babies, and people just go on and lie and say, "Oh, you have a pretty baby," or like he's so cute.
But that's good for their self-confidence,
But
because
also-
even though other people don't see it and they've been told several times, they'll believe it.
Yeah, but also I think what it is, I've studied that one for babies. Babies have an adorableness, right? Have you ever seen like
They're just
like
tiny,
pets,
you know?
right?
Yeah.
Like pets just have an like if a dog
Even when
walks
the
here,
baby's
you're just like,
ugly,
oh,
I mean, there
dog.
are ugly babies
That's
out
what
there.
I'm saying. So what happens is that you see, like
They're
for example,
adorable.
there are people who, like for example, Seal. Like your eyes will tell you this guy is not good looking, but his personality shines through his eyes. And I know it sounds like a joke, but this is real.
Yeah.
The beauty is coming from inside you.
That's
it's not
true.
your physicality.
Yeah, it's not physicality.
That's why if it was your physicality, everybody should find you attractive.
Yeah,
Right?
that's
but there's
true.
something about your personality that's attracting me. And that's the reason why.
And
So
it can only start from the inside out.
yeah. Actually, I want us to fast track because this is a mini episode, yeah? So that topic really got me. But the
Yeah.
topic that I saw, and Joyce,
Yeah.
we gotta fucking unpack this.
Oh God, what?
Rispa Faith.
Eh.
How many Rispa Njeri? Rispa Faith? Rispa.
Yeah.
One of the Rispas. This is what she said about Nairobi men loving light-skinned babes. And I want you to not think of it just Nairobi. I want you to think of whatever you are in
Globally.
Africa, if this statement is true.
Acha niwaambie kitu. Nyinyi
Yeah,
by
she
Nairobi
says
sio
Nairobi
kweli.
men only
Wanaume
want
wote
light-skinned
Nairobi.
babes,
Sasa wanapenda
right?
wasichana
And that's
weupe.
the reason
Kweli
why she bleached herself. Now, I remember
Enda kwa
Vera
club, enda
Sidika,
kwa club.
when she
Said the
bleached
same.
herself,
Hapo
she
hivyo,
said that
na
she
rafiki
was,
zako weupe, nani ataitwa?
she had to do it because,
Nani ataitwa?
this is what men were attracted
Nani
to.
ataitwa?
Yeah.
Sema-
Before you say
you know
anything.
black is beauty. I know black is beauty, but tunaenda
This
na
is your
dunia
chance.
inataka
I am
saizi.
color struck.
Wanaume wanataka
I
wasichana
do
weupe.
accept that
Sasa unafanya nini
I
kama
tend
wewe si
to
mweupe? Tutakoroga.
get attracted to light-skinned babes, and people have a preference. It's okay for you to have a preference, and it's okay for you to be attracted to a certain shade,
lakini
a skin
hivyo.
tone. I mean, every time I joke
Lakini
and I
hizi
say
hapa-
you've never heard of tall, light, and handsome, and it's not me calling out light-skinned guys, but it's also a thing that has been instilled to my gender that you have to be tall, dark, and handsome. So I feel it's okay for you to like someone for their skin tone, but don't put in that sort of pressure where now you want yourself, or rather you want whoever you're dating or whoever you're with to be lighter than they are, to start making them, go on and use creams, or what is it called, mkorogo, for you to go on and
You know too much.
and make your skin fair.
Yeah.
But now the thing is, most of the times, it's not the guys who are telling the babes to do this. Babes have instilled it on themselves, man, that you have to be light skinned, you have to, have lighter skin. So you find babes going on to bleach their skin themselves without even being told. And you go and bleach it the wrong way. Your knuckles are dark, your elbows are dark, so now you look like a cheetah. Man,
You need to stop. Joyce, have you ever experienced a guy telling you that maybe you're too dark, or you've noticed that their preference, like maybe your dark friends are not getting, all the attention?
Personally, no, I haven't experienced it, but I have been around other women who even them, and that's the thing, it doesn't come from other women. They've seen, even one of the things Vera Sidika said when she bleached, she was like, she was treated so much better just because she was light-skinned. So all these dark-skinned women grow up seeing lighter-skinned women being treated better, being liked more. Some guys will just flat out tell them, oh, you're pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Why can't you just end it there?
That's actually a phrase.
So it's not coming from at the other women. Other women who have bleached are the ones who will be like, even me, I used to feel the same. Come, let me show you what I did to become light-skinned. So trust me, 100% it's not coming from us. It's coming from how society treats lighter skinned women. And it's such a long story. And I know people don't like it when we take it back to slavery and all of that, but that shit stays in our DNA.
It's true.
This whole house slave versus field slave, this is where all this colorism started from. And years later, we're still suffering neo-colonialism. Like they're showing you, if you're closer to white, we'll treat you better, which means you're better than your dark-skinned counterparts.
Okay, now which one affects babes more? Your African babe and your dark skin, and you have a curvaceous body. And then you're an African babe, you're light skin, and you don't have the curves. So which one would you rather have as an African babe? Because now there's a thing where now if you're black and you have no ass, man, you feel like, you know, God didn't love you to like create you and at least give you the African booty that you have a white babe's ass.
I'm so glad you've asked that question. So first things first, there's something you said about tall, dark, and handsome. It has no reference to black people. I repeat, it has no reference to black people. Right? It is about black hair, brunette. Right?
Olive skin.
This
like,
exactly. So this is a white person's phrase. Right? Africans have never had a perception of color like this is better than this other. Right? But it is true. There's something called the politics of color, right? And especially in a continent like Africa, right? And our experiences, if you were light skinned, you were treated softer, gentler, better.
Exactly.
And so because of that treatment, black men think light-skinned men are soft.
And feminine.
Right? So this has got nothing to do with beauty standards. This is power play. For example, when a man makes money, he's been dating normal babes, right? But then he falls into, wealth. What does he go and get?
A light-skinned babe.
Some light-skinned babe, right? Big, curvaceous, right? For African, I'm not saying all men, right? I'm saying this is those power dynamics we're talking about. So real love counters all this. If love crosses through color. I don't think there's someone you're saying, I love her, but she's so dark. That's not love.
That's true.
Right? That's the power play position. Because if you come through with this sexy, light-skinned babe, curvy, right? Okay, if you come through with a dark-skinned babe who has everything, she's beautiful. For her, she has to be extremely beautiful.
For you to even have been considered, hey, you've made it,
So even to show her to your friends,
they want
right? Exactly. To show her to your friends, because your friends also are in that community where the perception of, wow, that guy is doing it is a dark-skinned guy with a light-skinned mama, right? Now, I'm trying to remind you that this was the half-castes was already half-caste used to be treated different. Then there's light-skinned kushuka. So Africans worked hard to ensure that they could lighten themselves up. Right? And so that psyche is getting better with our society. But I'll also say that colorism is being played out in the commercial space. For example, modeling, when Alekwek came into the scene, right? That was the standard of beauty for Black Africans, right? But how many people on the continent look like Alekwek? Right? She only speaks for one standard of beauty, right? Naomi Campbell is one. Tyra Banks is one. Women, we come in all shape and sizes. To answer your question, have we ever asked a guy for success? Do you need to have long legs? Long hair? Right? Do you need to have big feet? No, there's no standard of beauty for men. But for women, a guy can have kitambi, all he has to have is brains and money. Right? But for women, you have to have brains, money,
be
husband, make sure you have kids before you're nini, and then also make sure that you're light skinned. You're not light skinned? Where's your product?
You've lost.
And that's why babes will call the radio and tell us stuff like, if I could get the cosmetic surgery done,
would.
I'd do it. And because of that, let me tell you how it's coming to the commercial space. How many cosmetic surgery things are you seeing in our community?
Everywhere.
They first shame you. Like when I was just 10 years ago, ass was not popular.
That's true.
Like
You needed to be like
by the time
skinny,
Vera was
skinny,
doing
yeah.
you guys, that's
Do you
gender,
remember at a
right?
point, like you were told Beyonce is bootylicious? Me, up until I saw Megan Thee Stallion,
Yeah.
and then now I'm like, Beyonce has no ass.
Nothing, yeah.
But
But,
see,
that was
at
the
all.
standard
That's
of
the
booty.
commercial
So now-
standards. Commercial.
So now I'm not doubting.
If I could be able to sell BBLs, if I can be able to sell cosmetic products, if I can be able to make sure that you fix your face, you do all this, and it makes me money,
Yeah.
right? How do I make you do those things?
Shame
I
you
start
can't.
telling you that.
You're not beautiful.
Do you remember that there were ads for Fair and Lovely that would tell us that you could move from
imagine.
this shade to that shade?
On television,
Right?
national
You are
television.
also watching that ad.
Bruh.
So you already know that for me to win, for me to have that babe, for me to be that guy in that ad who's everybody's looking at with admiration,
Yeah.
I have to have a babe like that.
No, not
Yeah.
really.
All top ads in the country, they never used to use dark skin people.
Yeah.
They used to use light skin because the standard of beauty was light skin babes.
Yes.
Not guys, babes.
Yes.
Right? So all these things, when you put them together, shake them up, put them in the air. Rispa Faith will get this kind of thinking. She's like, yo, I need to score this deal with this guy. The guy is in the society. He knows what he wants. Well, he doesn't know what he wants. He's been told what he wants,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now a guy has the audacity of telling, me, I just want a big bumper truck. I'm like, bro, do you even know what to do with it?
Bro, it's just for status.
I'm not doubting what you're saying. Yes, society has a way of playing into what people tend to see is beautiful. Like, for example, there's a Drake song that says that the lyrics say they're talking about a bash that's happening, and then he's like, we've got some light-skinned girls and some Kelly Rowlands. So it actually means like there's a level of
You have to look like Kelly
yeah.
Rowland for you to be considered a beautiful dark skin.
a beautiful dark skin babe. Yes, there is that, but then again, also there is the point where you can't really say it's all because of society. It's all because of ads that you've seen. It's all because of things that you get to see on TV and get to see happening around that make you go on and like light-skinned babes. Sometimes you just like what is different from you. Like for me, I think I like light-skinned babes because it's a different shade of skin that is different from me.
I can counter that very easy by saying, your cousin in Kakamega, in Ngoma, right? He's
Taking it
never
to the
woken
village.
up before social media and said, I need to go to Mombasa and get a light-skinned babe.
Yeah.
Right?
We don't know that.
That's what I'm saying. Hear me out. Just hear what I am saying. Right? The conditioning. The thing about conditioning,
You don't know
it's
it's
a
happening.
lifestyle you
Yeah,
have.
you don't know it's
You don't
happening.
know that.
Yeah.
You think that you sitting here wearing those shades, you came up with this idea.
No, but how do you think that is conditioning?
See, that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Your cousin in Bungoma, right? Before they came to Nairobi, was anybody in your village a light skin?
Yeah, there are light-skinned babes.
No, as in the average.
My grandmother was light-skinned.
Okay.
And she's from there.
What I'm saying is,
The average.
you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
If the average, like you don't find in the village, right? Somebody saying, I'm going to go for that light skin with the big diabs.
Yeah.
You want to tell me people from Shags don't have big diabs? They do, right? But
They
it's
just go for
not
the beautiful
as
girl,
important
period. Yeah.
as you.
Somebody said they lose it every time you say diabs. I'm so sure like right now they've lost it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, so you can imagine that preference. Like if you were there, your thinking of what a partner is would be completely different from what you're thinking of a partner is right now, right? Because you'd be thinking of someone who can farm, someone who can, it's her beauty is not ndamtembesha kwa hii estate.
Yeah.
But you see, his life and your life are different. You have to go to clubs, right? You have a bevy, right?
Yeah.
Or what you think is a bevy. So you're still in the I can that one, that one, right?
Yeah.
But if people who are in a homogeneous area, environment, right? Until they've met, kuna mademu huko kutoka Taita. Moja tu ataenda. You don't find the whole village going to Taita to get the light skins.
That's
Unakubali kenye uko nayo hapa.
Yeah.
So the conditioning also plays a huge part for you to start saying, me, I want a big diabs. Bro, your cousin has never watched porn. You are. You're making your preferences from that. You're watching music videos growing up. I had an idea of what I thought was growing up my whole life.
Yeah.
I thought I wanted a guy who looks like DMX.
Stop it.
6-pack, rough, bald, right? To be honest, I can't stand bald men. Not in a bad way. So umesema preference.
No offense,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah? Mi nataka staki kuguza.
Unataka
niseme,
kuguza nywele?
Hii mayai ni ya nani? right? I don't want to do that. Like, and that's my preference. I want you to have hair,
Yeah.
right? That's something that I find attractive, right? So that's my preference,
Yeah.
right? Just the same way you have now discovered the buffet. But
Yeah.
the thing we're telling you about that buffet, it's not you who's determining what is beautiful, right?
Yeah.
It is everything that you've preconceived as you're growing up, the TVs you've watched. You say the beautiful girl in the show is... It's just now.
Yeah.
It's just now that you see a lead show can have Viola Davis.
Exactly.
You tell me when you were growing up, where
If you ever saw
a lead
Viola
character
Davis,
like Viola
yeah.
Davis.
I can name a show.
Yeah,
What's
tell
it
me.
called? Different
Lead
Strokes.
character.
Okay.
Lead
Which other one?
character, Viola Davis. That's Different Strokes as two men.
Which
as
other
lead
one?
character. There's no black woman
After that?
For
as a
real.
lead character.
Different Strokes was a family.
No,
Yeah,
you're talking
it was a
about
family,
the
but there were
family of
lead
the white
actors,
guy
yeah.
who I hired two, who got two, adopted two.
What's the one? This kid,
Jeffersons.
This kid.
The Jeffersons.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
one with Junior with the kabaka
Yes,
tat.
and the mother was not. There's a stereotypical version of
A black woman.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Okay.
and the lead character was Jefferson.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, do your research. This issue for black people was
Yeah.
a way to separate us,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And it's been ingrained so much. Even things like,
You don't even realize, like you were saying. You
Do you
don't
remember
realize
there
it's
was
But
a
when
time-
you get to
hear me
realize,
out, hear
like,
me
you
out.
can be light skinned and not pretty, man. Like that's
do you remember there was a time guys were karanging their
that's
hair?
the blue pill.
Oh yeah,
Do you remember?
shit. Yeah.
There was a time guys were cooking their hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you even tried.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did it once.
Right? Where do you think you got that concept from?
From music videos.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Asha?
Did your cousin in Ushago ever try that?
Yes.
Okay, you
They
guys had a
did.
TV. When I say Ushago, I mean
okay, like no
Machinani,
TV,
like no
Exactly.
access
Oh, yeah,
to
nah.
television.
Why?
Yeah.
they don't have preferences.
No, there's no salon there.
It's because they haven't been conditioned the way you
Yeah.
are. So the people you were looking up to,
Yeah.
walikuwa wamekaranga nywele, and you
Okay.
thought it was cool. Until now, we're starting to discover that our own hair is beautiful.
Yeah.
And that's why you're wearing what you're wearing. But before, just 10 years ago,
Yeah, it
you
was a
wouldn't be
problem.
confident
Yeah.
to wear your own goddamn hair.
Yeah.
You understand what
That's
I mean?
true.
And so for women, we've been held back so far. And the challenge is right now, there's a new preconceived notion of what beauty looks like. It hurts me that women feel that I'm not beautiful enough to get a man, right?
Yeah.
Because of how I was naturally created, I'll need to make adjustments for me to find a
For
man.
me to
That's
be
utterly
attractive.
wrong.
Yeah,
it's
that's
utterly wrong.
true.
And
Yeah.
everybody has a part to play.
That's true.
You see, the same way you're saying, no, you know me, I have a preference. No, bro. I want to challenge your preference.
Yeah, 'cause-
and I've seen you dating on all sides of the divide.
the spectrum.
Right? But
Yeah,
you see,
it just didn't work.
what really
Guys.
pushes your ego? What really pushes your ego is having that one who your friends can be able to say, hey, umona demo Kerry. Hit us up in the comment section. Tell us whether you agree with us. And today I've been monitoring Kerry's word count.
What has this?
Amishinda Joyce. So I hope we're not going to see those comments in the comment section. Thank you so much. Let us know whether you agree with what we're saying. And if you have a different thought, we'll read the comment in the next
Episode.
Ebony Ende.
Are you okay?
Next thought.
No!